EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out. So off we go in the NFC title game. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. Down the left sideline. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll run here with Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Give him 16 there, and a first down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Down the sideline, past the 40. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Once again, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Barkley's got the first down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll look to throw. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one, take it in. A.T. Perry, touchdown 6. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. on the ground. It's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They send Ridley in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will dive into the end zone. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Eagles draw closer here. It's 21-14. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Man down the field, it's Olave. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Now, faking the give. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alohi Gilman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll go again here with Kamara. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll throw out of the gun. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play.
You got to catch them all, Mike. That's what you get paid to do. Not every ball is going to be perfectly thrown, and this is a great example. When you give maximum effort on every play on the field, man, it's funny how good things just tend to happen.
Lots of big people. Jumbo set in the game as they go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Alontae Taylor is there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try to run here with Barkley. A gain there of 11. 1st down, Philadelphia.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. So the Eagles use their first timeout here. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, And now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. Back to throw. This one is caught downfield by Ridley. And he'll be taken down at the 30. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Now Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. He'll bang that one through. It's good. So we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That's taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get him the ball back.
He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4, Elijah Jones there on the stop. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. It's good for a Saints first down. Now a give running left with Kamara. Open space inside the 10. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass caught by Saquon.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Philadelphia.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL Playoffs on EA Sports. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have the Saints first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Olave is the motion man. They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They're going to go right back to Kamara. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They send Ridley in motion. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drop. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position, and depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he gets run out of bounds, a short pickup, but it's good enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away.
To the goal line and in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Eagles. On is Elliott to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are able to edge a bit closer.
Eagles 31.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. they're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs, that's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
So, right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On the ground, it's Kamara. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Olave is the motion man. They'll drop to throw. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
25 yards, the pickup there. First down, New Orleans.
Good for another Saints. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Down to a knee here. And cue the celebrations. They are on their way to the Super Bowl.